The Warriors stole a game in the NBA Finals, and now everyone gets to steal a free Doritos Locos Tacos. Run into Taco Bell from 2 to 6 p.m. on June 18th, or order on the app and get it anytime, all day. Steal a game, steal a taco.
Welcome to the season finale of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. In this very special episode, we're breaking down each mode of the game and giving you a glimpse.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans.
The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along, and let's go.
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of
LDA. You can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that use rebounding to try to control the pace of the game. Talk about the importance of boxing out in this one.
Well, one of the things that most coaches say is our defensive possession does not end until we get a rebound. So to have great rebounding like we have here tonight, that means you can ignite the fast break, you can control the possessions by one and done and not give the opportunity for a team to have a second breath at any point tonight.
Some guys consider rebounding as important as anything they do.
Well, I think it's even tougher now, Kevin, with the long balls being shot from the three-point line.
Exactly.
Lots more talk about moon rebounding and making sure that guards make contact, and then they float in and scoop those things up.
A look at the Magic starting group. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. Pass to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. The three, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Fournier against Aminu. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Here's Isaac. A shot off that time, and it's Portland the other way. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. And there's the pass to Lillard. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harkless kicks to Aminu. A three from McCollum. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic leading by 3. And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, you just have to love the skill Vucevic shows on the offensive end. I mean, he can erupt for big scoring nights if you don't keep him in check, and it gives you a little bit of everything from an offensive standpoint.
And so he hits both. Guys, Vucevic doing more shooting from range the last couple years, further improving his versatile offensive game.
Yeah, and when he was younger, he got his points by going to work on the block. Still can do that, but now prefers to float outside and stretch the defense. Very soft touch on that jump shot, no matter if it comes from inside or out.
Nurkic with the block.
Excellent defense by Nurkic on that play. He made sure that shot was not going anywhere near the rim.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. Orlando also making some changes. Terrence Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac, and it's Fultz in for Augustine. Gordon finds Fournier. 5 on the clock. Fires it up, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Plays it up and banks it in.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Dishes to Fournier. Gordon with no one around. No good on the 3. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. They now take the lead. Hood's got his first punch of the game.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Fultz the pass to Ross. There's Gordon with the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Magic. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Lillard. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 5.
Simply, there are nights where he becomes a scoring machine, outside, inside. It doesn't matter. You have to keep a body on McCollum at all times.
Now here's Fultz, guarded closely. He kicks it to Vucevic. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball, he also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Hood drives in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Portland shooting their first free throws of this.
Two shots.
The first one falls.
Rodney Hood is a guy who's out here to stretch the floor and mix up his game a little bit, trying to regain some confidence in what he can provide offensively.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Turner's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Seth Curry in for Lillard.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Bamba kicks to Gordon. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
Here's Hood. The layup missed.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Magic. They're up by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. great team play so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the Magic, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Markelle Fultz out there with Carter Williams, and it's Ross in at the 3 spot. Here's Fultz. Bamba kicks to Fultz. On the wing, Gordon. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Portland leading by 3. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time, and it's difficult to do even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trail Blazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Turner dishes to Cantor. Outside Curry. From outside the arc, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
Hood deciding where to go with it. Here's Cantor. That shot off. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the paint. And Ross with the slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players, Brent, are being called?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it is
that way, you're right.
Somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it. I think they'll just get better with time.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Gordon. Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. Evan Fournier's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Here's Augustine. Rebound by Nurkic.
I mean, come on. You don't see misses like that. I mean, that's grade school.
To the inside. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. Kicks it to Bamba. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And Vucevic throws it down.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Pass to Harkless. The Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
The last season, a strong one for the Portland Trailblazers, actually came out on top of the Northwest Division.
Yep, snuck all the way up to that 3rd seed with the tight grouping in the Western Conference, and 4 teams in the division made the playoffs last year. 5 were in the race. Certainly was one of the toughest divisions in the league, and the Blazers ended up on top.
Down low, here's Lillard, and Bamba pulls it down.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
And he's accustomed to having the defense draped all over him, but when he's that deep, they really don't have a chance to contest.
Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Isaac. Kicks it out to McCollum. No good on the 3. The Magic have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Nurkic with the steal. Pass to Vucevic. And he comes up with the deuce. Vucevic has got 9.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these 2 teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson. Sitting alongside the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, there was one left.
And that's a wrap with the
And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
And Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Nurkic can't hit. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. For Orlando, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I thought
it was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst the peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Augustine against Lillard. Augustine passes to Gordon. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 3 on 3. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Vucevic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Turner in for Harkless. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fultz is checked in. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Takes a 3, drops in the tray. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
Yeah, and therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Zach Collins checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Ross is checked in for the Magic. The Magic trail by 4. Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Over McCollum. That one wide left. Portland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. But they recover it. Yep, that one goes in there. Kanter's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Now here's Fultz. He is guarded by McCollum. The Magic again can't hit.
They looked frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter. Zach Collins, the Gonzaga product, one that the Blazers moved up in the draft to acquire because they just felt he would be optimal in this kind of offense, especially playing alongside dynamic guards. And they brought him along slowly last year, and towards the end of the season showed great potential.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. Curry comes in for Lillard. Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Magic. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Good. And with most players his size, it'll take some time. This team knows to be patient with Collins.
Yeah, 7-footer with the ability to shoot the ball. He's got to have some confidence in his role, which last year came along very slowly. The one thing that I've seen from Zach Collins, though, in his rookie campaign is he's not afraid of anything. Great moments in the playoffs and stepped up to compete.
The Magic trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Ross. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Trailblazers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Turner passes to Collins. He kicks it to Cantor. He feeds it to Turner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Orlando, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Evan Turner, the former number 2 pick out of Ohio State, you know, acts as a utility knife for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Collins. And Harkless is subbed in for Evan Turner. And the Magic making a change here as well. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Isaac kicks to Carter Williams. Bamba with it. He's against Cantor. Good work there as it goes. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like what he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. He also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
And he gets the bucket. Cantor's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Here's Fultz. They get it back. And another shot. And the layup is good.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Curry kicks to Harkless. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Over Ross. That misses off the backboard. The Magic trail by 10. Here's Fultz. Off the mark at 2 single digits.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Curry finds Hood. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Fultz. Pass to Ross. That's good from Fultz on the assist from Ross. Ross has got 3 assists in the game. Curry passes to Nurkic. Shoots over Isaac. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
A good awareness there to beat the clock. Now they have a break in the action to discuss some other things.
And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Fournier is outside of the 3, and Gordon playing at the 4. DJ Augustine out there with Fultz, and it's Bamba in at the center filling out the middle. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. The pass to Gordon. 6 to shoot. The Magic with a fresh 24. Got a piece of it.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Passes it to McCollum. Now Nurkic. Second chance shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Fournier gets a wide open look, and it's off the back rim. No good. Portland leading by 10. Now here's Cantor. A reverse. Nurkic trying to get open, and Cantor with the lay-in. Good.
Well, this is the area where Cantor can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And Nurkic, one of those guys who you notice for many minutes of the game if he's engaged, and then you couldn't tell if he played 12 to 15 minutes if he's not active enough. So still looking to develop him both on offense and trying to make him a little bit more consistent on defense. The coaching staff has that task in hand, and Nurkic has a big hand in that.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Then for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Markelle Fultz. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Fournier for 3. Another miss by Orlando. And with Nurkic at times, he can look like a star, but it's not easy for him to sustain it.
Well, all centers need to find some time to get some consistency. Heck, any player does, Kevin. But when Nurkic is focused, there are some things out there that he does that are quite impactful for this Portland offense. It's so guard heavy that to have something on the interior takes a lot of weight off their all-star guards.
Outside Fournier. Gordon for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Lillard, and it's in there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Augustine passes to Isaac, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. Yeah, has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. Aminu grabs the miss. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
To the middle. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. McCollum against Augustine. Here's Isaac. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop him.
Lillard against Augustine. Three-pointer. The The shot that time, not on target. The Magic trail by 12. Here's Isaac, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
2 shots. That's good from Isaac. He's perfect from the line this time. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're leading by 10. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And his touch from long range has been money. Yeah, he's totaled 4 3-pointers on a very efficient night of shooting. And that's what turned a good game for him into a great one.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. And here are the Trailblazers now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The shot by Harkless, no good. The Magic trail by 10. Augustine with it. Kicks it to Vucevic. Shoots over Nurkic. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 14 points for Vucevic.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Here's Fournier, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor, and I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
On offense, here are the Magic. They've scored 10 straight. Lillard against Augustine. Here's Vucevic. That one a little long, and now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Lillard. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus. And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 8. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
To Fournier over McCollum, and the shot falls short this time.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
Well, you'd like to have a rewind button and get a couple plays back, but impossible at this point. Need better execution at times.
Lillard looking around. And And so it's Portland winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.